Hi, I'm dating expert Hayley Quinn, and it is my super pleasure and delight to bring you a new interview series that I'm doing, and this one is on mindset hacks. So if you're listening to this and you often have problems with self-expression, with connection, with limiting beliefs, with fears that basically hold you back from taking the action that you want in your life, then I would advise you to stay tuned. It is my delight and pleasure to be joined by an extremely wise coach who I have the privilege of working with on some of my training courses. He's also basically a dear friend and someone I would 100% ring up if I need advice, which does happen. It's Mr. Ashley Lloyd-Shaw.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Meditation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I noticed you've got a much more calm and grounded presence than I have, Ashley. No, we both find meditation, right? We both do it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I like to think as well about dating, people usually want to go straight to like the proactive part of it, and that's really important. Like, I totally agree. Make commitments, take action, save time for yourself to meet your goals. But alongside that really proactive side of dating, I also think you need reflective dating time. For instance, if you went on you're like, how do I get a boyfriend in the next 3 months, or I want to get 5 women's phone numbers when I next go out. I think that that's not, then you're just in distraction zone where you're just doing things because you feel you should be doing them without actually checking in with yourself, like, is this making me happy? Is this actually what I want? Is this in line with who I am? So I think what I'm a huge fan of is, alongside, if you're structuring your week, as well as saving time to like message people online or go on dates or go to places to meet people at least twice a week, I would also always have an evening where you're just literally being with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like phone off, computer, laptop off, just, you know, maybe do some cooking or just sit, do some meditation.
Yeah.
Because it's only in those moments, this is just me personally anyway, that I found that if I have been kind of going off my path a bit, or I'm not feeling comfortable about something, you have to have space to recognise those feelings.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And with the whole idea of like meditating and stuff, like it's only, I'd say it's only something probably over the last year plus-ish that I've like done more consistently in terms of like the sit down, you close your eyes. But I don't think there is only one way to meditate. So like, you know, when you said about like just turning your laptop, not looking at your phone, cooking, for example, that can be a space where you're in silence, you're in your stillness, you're just aware, you're just feeling presence. Whether it's you like music, and there could be a particular, I would assume probably music that's maybe more a chilled vibe, but again, maybe not, I don't know, but that can also be an access where you're just in flow. Sleep, like laying in bed and just like to go to sleep, that always makes a difference as well. There's a various amount of ways that you can kind of just access that. And I found, since doing it more consistently, like accessing that kind of, without sounding too woo-woo, but that space of just...
Yeah, we're in a woo-woo space here. It's fine.
That space of just, right? The more regularly you do that, the more that expands for you. You just will, even in the moments when you don't think it is. And it's almost like a form of exercise. Imagine you're someone who's going to the gym, or let's say you're training to run a marathon. Like there's particular exercises that you carve in place in your schedule to cultivate and train your physical body to deal with those actions. And this is the same thing for your mind, to be able to not control your thoughts. It's not, I don't think it's about necessarily controlling your thoughts, it's just being aware of your thoughts and then being able to guide your thoughts to where you want it to be. Because you're always gonna have thoughts. It's just gonna happen. And when I say that, there's moments when, yes, you can have it be empty as well, have your mind be empty, but part of, I think, just the deal being here physically is that's part of our humanity in terms of having thoughts. But it's what kind of thoughts are you having? How are you guiding your thoughts?
That's it, because I often find that, you know, as a coaching process as well, even if you've got great external influences who are giving you some motivating things and helping you out, that's going to be a drop in the ocean if you can't start to get control, not control, gently guiding.
Yeah, if you're not able to self-generate.
Yeah.
Because you're the source for that. It's great when you have other things outside that help you with those thoughts and help you have those good feelings. But one of the questions that I usually ask at the beginning, or at some point in the session when I'm working with someone, is like, if you had a blank canvas, you can make up whatever you want. What is it that you would paint? What would you draw for your love life? And I'm like, go all out. Don't think, oh, what's more realistic, or what's like, no, let your mind actually just listen. We're brainstorming here. We're allowing your mind to just be open. And then they share what they share. And the reason why I do that is, one, because that helps me be able to kind of discuss with them what kind of actions are going to be congruent for them to have that. Because for someone who wants to be in a committed relationship and find the one, there's going to be particular kinds of way that they're going to operate, and maybe places that they'll go, or places that they'd like to go to be able to meet those kind of people who might be a match to that. Whereas there are some guys who, you know, at that moment in time, they don't want a relationship, and they just want to date. And women as well, exactly. It actually happens on both sides, right?
It does happen with both sides. How do you know what he's thinking or feeling here? And what's the worst that can happen? Like, you send him a message, he doesn't get back to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, at least then you know.
Right.
I'd rather know and go like, okay, he's not open to that, that's fine. I'm not going to even take it personally. And then move on to meet all of the other people you can meet, rather than being like, oh, the man has to make every move. Like, I think that's not how dating is. I don't think it's how it ever was, and I think it's especially not how it is in 2018. Before we wrap, I want to give a quick shout out, because you are head group coaching chat WhatsApp thread group message runner, and you are such an active coach with Academy. Academy is my our 12-week training course. We developed it because we wanted to give an option to guys that wasn't just 1 week, you know, one intensive weekend, but to give weeks of development, because I think these skills and mindsets take time to implement. Ashley, you've been instrumental in both the live training, and we have live training options if you can get to London, or also we work with guys who are just doing the online only academy, and they are from literally all around the world. And Ashley is one of the guys that gets up early to do the group coaching call to Australia at 7 a.m.
It's such a real privilege, and it was never something that I was like, that's what I want to do, because, you know, like, acting is one of my main important things in my life. But this has been such a blessing that's also come up for me, and be able to work with people and support them and encourage them in basically in life and what they want. And and without maybe clients realizing it as well, I get a lot from it, from the sessions too as well, because it's a give and take, just in from a different angle. So it's so rewarding.
And the guys we have are amazing. They're from all around the world. If you want to find out more details, I'm going to put a link to hayleyquinn.com/academy. We run 2-3 academies a year. They are getting really popular, so check it out. And also, Ashley, if you've loved hearing to his wisdom, and just his voice is quite nice. Ashley also has a podcast. Where can they find out about that? And I'll put a link beneath the video. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can go to. Should I look at the camera? I'll just keep looking at you. I don't know where we're looking.
Basically, you can go to jsaudios.com.